we have to talk about an older transcendent player in Ben Roethlisberger, and he had some pretty interesting comments.
He really did. It's hard, you know, you start 4-1, the team's off to a great start, you have the big name star players like you mentioned, but then the season takes a turn for the worse, and that's when you hear players really start to speak up, Ben being one of them. He said, we're undisciplined, we're not accountable, and that's why the Cowboys are one of the best teams in the business, and we're not right now. Is it the players? Is it the coaches? I don't know. But we need to get there quick. Basically, he's saying it's someone's fault, it's not mine, is the way I took it. Like, I don't know whose fault it is, but somebody better figure it out. You know the team better than any of us.
See, and I don't read it that way, and Andrea and I are going to get into this a little bit later, but how much responsibility does a player have for the way that players play? And here you have a leader of a team essentially saying, we all need to be better. And sometimes when your peer calls you out, it's very different than when a coach calls you out or a general manager calls you out. And he's essentially saying, we have so much talent here, but it's essentially wasted potential, wasted energy if we're not putting in the little work. And what he's referring to, he wouldn't be specific, but I've been told it's the little things. It's showing up to practice 1 minute late. It's showing up to a meeting 2 minutes late. This is a guy that came into the league under Bill Cowher, where if you were 5 minutes late, you were 10 minutes. If you were 5 minutes early, you were 10 minutes late.
He's the leader of the offense, and in his mind, the offense did their job, and they still lost.
Right, but see, based on what you're saying, if the little things are what bothers Ben, to me, I have to look to the head coach for that, because that's the head coach who has to make sure that there is uniformity in terms of showing up for meetings, making sure that that players are accountable. That's always the key.
That's another word
right?
He used a lot.
Oh, is that okay? Well, there you go. But to me, I put that on the head coach.
And that comes back to, are there different rules for different players, or does team success demand that everybody follows the same rules?
I think so.
Yeah, as an athlete, when you hear that, does that fire you up and want to play better?
It would definitely
make you mad.
Oh yeah, it would definitely fire me up if someone alluded to me being the problem, you know, in any situation. But it would make me want to be my best. But I think that, yeah, you just never know. I mean, I'm not on that team, but I think they need to fix it, because they better get it right.